Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Rewind that. It's your girl, Miss K. If this is your first time coming across my channel, welcome. Please be sure to subscribe if you like the vibe and hit that notification bell so you know when I upload more videos. Oh, and when I go live. Hold on, guys. Oh my goodness, I heard some feedback. Okay. Anyway, so I do want to apologize really quick for being late, guys. I had some stuff going on with my computer. It's acting really slow. But I'm here and I'm ready to talk about Raising Kanan. Season 3. Let me get these notes together. Season 3, episode 6. Called Into the Darkness. Okay. Into the darkness you shine. Out of the Is it Into the Darkness You Shine? Out of the Ashes We Rise. Yeah, some of y'all know that song. Some of y'all probably don't. What's up, J Mac and Rashonda Greer and AG, Hope Lee, Mike Conley. And once again, Dutch McVie. Hi. Thank you so much for waiting for me. Just Me B. Thank you, honey. I'm so glad that you're here. And I'm late so that you could be on time. Just Me B. And who else? Let's see who else is in here. As y'all coming in, what's up, Vacay J and Kelly Renee? I don't even want to talk about it, Mike. Be quiet. What's up, T-Man? Talking about he been waiting in the chat for 3 days. Mike, where you going, Mike? Where are you going? So I'm gonna need you to sit there and zippity doo dah, okay? Take that code of silence, my guy. Shush. Wait on me, baby. Wait on me. All right, LSW. Hey guys, I missed you guys so much. It's crazy how when I don't come on, when I don't go live, or even if I don't do a video, I miss y'all. I really be missing y'all like crazy. So I'm happy to be back. Let's talk. This episode was something else. You know what I'm saying? Something else. We're gonna get into it, all right? So now, once again, guys, everybody knows where Raq lives, okay? But this time I do have to say that it made more sense with Pernessa because it appeared that she was following Raq, right? Now, we saw a car parked outside and Raq was she was just getting home herself. So it makes better sense than when Ronnie was following her, okay? Because to me, Ronnie knowing where she lived was a scratching my freaking head moment, all right? Now, anyway, so Pernessa, she wanted to know where Neek was at. She accuses Raq of doing something to him because the tailor shop was looking crazy. And she even brought up Highpost, guys. All right. She was telling Raq that she got rid of Neek like she did to Highpost. All right. And look, Raq had to freaking rough her up. Okay. Had to rough her up, take that blicky from her and hit her with the bop. You know what I'm saying? I was like, go ahead, Raq. I feel sorry for you, Pernessa, but you coming in here pointing a, thing in the girl face. And this lady is, she's a deleter. You might not want to do that. And I understand she's a desperate woman and everything, but you do have to think about your son because you're not about that life. And Raq did tell her, listen, girl, the only reason why I'm not killing you right now is because I know Neek would not want me to do that. And look, I really love the fact that Raq, she really came to have some type of care for Neek. I wanted to see her shed a tear or something like that, but I guess that would have been against her character or something because, but she looked bothered by the fact that Neek is dead. She looked bothered, okay? Now let me see what you guys are saying a little bit. Let me see. Mike said it was a good one. A little disappointed, my boy Lou. Of course. I wonder if they're gonna dig more into the mention of Highpost. I think they are, guys. Once you get a chance after you're done, because some people, if you're new to my channel, 2 years ago, I made a theory about I did a theory video about the fact that, well, not the fact, the possibility of Raq deleting Highpost. I put the link in the description. So check that out when you get a chance. Let me know what you guys think about it. I kind of forgot what I said. I'm going to have to go back into it and everything. But, the fact that they are bringing that up, I always thought that they were going to bring it back up. I really did. And this is the third season. And now here we go. They're mentioning Highpost again. So, and especially with Ronnie out, certain things are going to be coming back up. You know what I'm saying? But anywho, so let's see where else we are at. Okay, guys. So, of course, this is no surprise, is it, guys? Famous is snitching in a song again. All right. Now, like I said, we're not surprised, but I'm also not looking forward to the possible repercussions of the situation. All right. Now, I definitely didn't want Lulu to be encouraging him to let it out. I was hoping that Lou would have been like, yo, you got to chill. Like, I don't know what's going on, but it sounds like you saying too much. You know what I'm saying? But no. Instead, Lulu want to tell Famous, who stops doing his music because now, well, he stopped, rapping because now he's crying, right? By the way. All right. So he stops the music and he's crying. And Lulu wants to tell Famous that the only way to, get that poison from inside you is to spit it out. And I will say this, look, he's right. He is right. But not when it comes to confessing to a deletion on a song, okay? Because honestly, he's only confessing. He's not really snitching, guys. He's only confessing, actually, right? He's the one who did it. You know what I'm saying? So he's not actually snitching. But I honestly felt his pain in this, guys, though. Like, when I rewatched it again, I kind of, it touched my heart. I was like, oh, dude, I'm not going to cry. But, like, do I feel like crying a little bit? I think I do. Like, I feel so bad for him. All right? He's saying flashbacks when I put the bullets in his chest, right? So now we know, guys, right? Remember I was saying that I wanted to know how Famous was dealing with taking out Freddie? Well, now I know, right? Because they were always talking about, they were always showing us how Lulu was dealing with, the deletions of Scrap and D-Wiz. They showing us how he dealing with it. You know what I'm saying? Just straight drinking and just acting up with all of that. But now we know, because I was thinking, like, come on now, Lulu compared to Fame, like Fame is just living day to day. We don't even see how he's taking this thing, but there we go. So I'm glad that we got to see it a little more. All right. But I'm nervous for him. I kind of feel like we all know what's going to happen to Famous, or we think we know what's going to happen to Famous, and it won't be a surprise if that does happen. However, I'm not ready to see it happen. You know what I mean? What's up, Stephen Harris? Big Wolf status. Hey, right-handed downtown Brooklyn. What up? All right. So let's see what we got now. So we back with Raq and Pernessa. Okay. And Pernessa is telling Raq that she could feel it, that Neek is dead, right? It's like a part of her is missing now. So on top of that, the tailor shop, like I said, is all jacked up, guys, with blood everywhere. And Neek has been missing for a week, which Pernessa says is unlike him, y'all. Okay. She said it's unlike him. He wouldn't do that. He will always, make sure that he check on his son. You know what I'm saying? So this is just something that's, it's really sad. It is. It's really sad. Okay. So at this point, Raq is like, yo, I didn't do anything. I need you to know this, right? But she's also saying, what are the police saying? And Pernessa says, they don't care. They probably happy that he gone. You know what I mean? And then Raq says, what about Ronnie? What is he saying? Pernessa was like, nothing as usual. Like, what the heck Ronnie gonna say? Just stand around, look like freaking Michael Myers, So, Pernessa, they kind of give each other this look. And Pernessa knows the look that that Raq is giving. And she's like, I don't think so. Pernessa, she said, no, he wouldn't do that. He's always been so protective of his brother coming up. He would, take care of anybody that would do anything to Neek, this and that. And so, Raq tells her that times have changed, and so do brothers sometimes, And So she basically lets her know, like, she lets Pernessa know, girl, you need to stay locked and loaded because whoever deleted Neek is still the heck out there, girl. Okay. But just know I didn't do it. And that's the bottom line. Okay. What's up, Kelly Kells and Nicole Taylor? And your queen in the building, Tanette Grayson. Don't worry, babes. You're not late. Not that much, babe. Not that much. Because we only been up in here for 10 minutes. All right. So, guys, the lead FBI agent, he thinks that he's doing pretty good. Okay, let me I'm not even gonna really like get into all of that right now. Let me just start from the beginning of that scene. So the lead FBI agent, I'm calling him the lead. I'm not sure if that's what it is, but it's Agent Tanner. He tells Detective Howard that he thinks the Camacho thing is a red herring. Okay, so basically that he's being misled. He doesn't doubt that the witnesses that he spoke to believe that Camacho was doing all these things. He just doesn't believe it. Okay. And then he also asked if Unique's disappearance had anything to do with the task force investigation. Howard says no. Okay. But the bottom line is Tanner is saying that he thinks that they're making progress. He feels like they're making progress, but he doesn't want to tell Howard too much, because he's like, oh, the fruits of our investigation and blah, 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 and when it suits him, of course, we see later on that he wants to ask Detective Howard about certain things, which is very annoying. So we're going to see. We're going to talk a little more about Detective Howard and what he's doing. Yes, he's telling Raq that she's on her own. Don't call me, all of that. But at the same time, I do believe that he's still going to be making some moves to make sure that he can protect his son at all costs. You know what I'm saying? I think that he just wants to like limit his hands in all of this stuff, but he wants to definitely get ahead of it. And I'll talk about that a little later too when we get to that scene with Detective Howard. So now in this scene, guys, right here, first of all, let me just say this. As the girls are rehearsing, you see Detective, wow, you see Marvin over there in the corner. He is very excited and everything, right? And I love watching him be so proud of his daughter. I love it. Okay. But I like the song. I was like, oh, this song is cool. I'm rolling with you. I was trying to remember a little bit because that's how I do sometimes. I couldn't remember it, but I like it. I was like, this is a cute song. Okay, shoot. Let me find out if there's a little soundtrack with this season and everything. Okay. But anyway, so he oversteps at Juke's rehearsal, Marvin. And oh my gosh, guys, I was upset because Juke kind of flipped out on him. And I felt bad for Marvin because he's just excited, like I said. You know what I mean? He was doing too much, yes, but I love the way he's supporting her. So you could definitely see that Marvin's feelings were hurt. She's like, get the F out of here. But no, she said, get out of here, go home before you screw this up for me and all of this. And I'm like, girl, first of all, pump your brakes. Don't be talking to him like that. Pump your brakes, The heck is wrong with you? So, he's not going to ever, I don't see him ever like raising his voice, raising a hand. I don't see him ever doing nothing like that to her again because he really he's just trying to just be the best dad. Like he's really trying to get this together. So he was literally freaking heartbroken about this situation. Like he went later on to Shirley's bar and everything, and she even saw it. She's like, I've been in this business for years and like I know what heartbreak looked like. And he was like, heartbreak is my daughter. You know what I'm saying? So he really felt so bad. But the next day, Juke apologized to him and he apologized to her. She's like, I'm sorry for yelling at you and everything. And he's like, I'm sorry for, doing what I was doing and everything. I'm just so proud of you. I'm so excited. And I really just need some help with this whole thing, And I kind of felt like she was looking at him like she was smiling when she saw how excited he was. But then when he said, all right, there I go again. I'm making it about me. And I didn't feel like he was making it about him. I feel like that was something that a parent would do. You're proud of your child. You're proud of your child. Like, you know how many kids out there don't get that type of response from their parents and they wish they would. So I didn't think that Marvin was I think that he was being too hard on himself. There's absolutely nothing wrong with him showing that he's a proud father. Nothing at all, you know? And as much as kids who do receive those type of parents that show them that they're so proud, they might try to act like they don't like it, but trust me, if the parents stopped doing it, they would feel some type of way, okay? Kids need that. She's 18. She's not really a kid, but she still needs it. She hasn't had it for so long. You know what I'm saying? So it's nothing wrong with it. But I felt like she was kind of like a little bit of a butthead when he was like, I need your help. You know what I mean? I'm trying to get this father thing down, blah, blah, blah. You know, I don't really know what to do. And she was like, you want me to show you how to be a father or teach you how to be a father? Like, girl, you know what the heck he's saying. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't ruin the moment. Don't be a freaking butthead. He's laying out all his feelings. And I really love the fact that he's expressing himself more. Before, he used to want to talk to her. He didn't know what the heck to say. He didn't know. And he just walked around with that weighing heavy on him, especially after that situation when, you know, they had that fight and stuff. You knew that it was bothering him, but you know, he didn't know what to say. He didn't know how to say, to confront it. And now he's like wearing his heart on his sleeves. You know what I'm saying? He just expressing everything. So I don't know if it's too much for her. She's got to get used to it. But that moment to me, she freaking turned it into a little butthead moment. What's up, OT? OT lungs. You know, she turned it into a little butthead moment where she's like, you know, you want me to teach you how to? No, girl, you could at least say, you know, of course, I can't teach you how to be a father, dad, but I can say this. I need you to probably be like this, that, and the third. And, you know, give him a few little things about what you want. You know what I mean? You're grown enough at this point. So whatever. Anyway, Just Me B says, I understand both of them about the situation. Yeah. I mean, well, honestly, no, I don't. I don't really understand both of them. I'm just Team Marvin at this point all the way. You know, normally I try to you know, see how both sides is doing right now, but no, she turned it into a butthead situation. So no, girl. I hate when people are trying to like be humble and somebody does like they kind of mess up the whole like moment. You know what I mean? That's my thing. You mess up the moment when somebody is trying to humble themselves, swallow their pride, this and that, and then it's a new territory for them too. Oh, that freaking pisses me off. Anyway, AG said Juke was a bit harsh with Marvin. He was very affectionate and proud. I would have reacted the same way. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Marvin Thomas, my favorite character. Absolutely. Now, when he's wrong, of course I'm gonna say he's wrong, but right now I'm just Team Marvin all the way. Okay. All right. Now, I also cannot forget, guys, this scene right here, because yes, I was a little pissed off at Juke, but child, when Aisha was over there trying to say, listen, your dad, he might be right about whatever he's saying, all that. She's like, oh, my dad, he's never been right about nothing a day in his life. Don't do it. Don't be coming down on my mans like that. Okay, stop. But anyway, this was just one of those examples of I could say whatever the heck I want about my family, but you better watch your mouth and don't say nothing about my family. So you get this chick over here, Crystal, coming to my, your daddy's the dang fool and this and that. She said, watch your mouth about my family. So I talk about whoever I want and I'm gonna F you up then. I was like, go ahead, Juke. That's what I'm talking about. Shoot, because she ain't been checking for this girl. You know, Juke ain't been paying this girl no freaking mind. But now you don't cross the line. You over here talking about my dad and all of this, girl. You better watch your mouth. Shoot. And by the way, I do want to say, Juke was looking very cute in this episode. You know, I like her little outfit. I like her. She got her hair different. Anytime she kind of does her hair different, aside from the little cornrows, she can really look so freaking cute. Okay. I think I'm over here skipping stuff. What am I doing? Okay. We did that. All right. So that's that, guys. Oh, so as they're arguing, I'm so glad I have notes. As they're arguing, the manager comes in hollering at them. Oh, I hope y'all fighting about them dances and this and that and that. Like, I'm like, this lady is kind of getting on my nerves a little bit, especially the way she just seems so harsh. But I'm like, all right, whatever. That's how it is. I just, they think good news is they think y'all got something, but I don't think y'all do. I'm like, girl, and this year, prove this to me. Prove it. How much do you want it? But listen though, somebody said like pebbles, yeah. But listen, she actually has a lot. Like she's right about what she's saying though. She was breaking it down properly. Okay, she said that because Crystal was like, it's because we don't have a leader, this and that, and she was like, you know what, Crystal, you might be right or whatever. So because we do need a leader, but I've been waiting on one of y'all to step up and say something. So I mean, not say something, prove something to me. And so she kind of went down the line and she called it out just like how she see it, just how it is too. It ain't just about how she see it. It's how it is. It's how everybody see it. She said to Crystal, you think you entitled to it, Aisha, you don't think you deserve it or you don't think you good enough for it, which is a fact. And then when she got to Juke, I was like, same thing. This is the same exact thing. Like, what do she even want? You know what I'm saying? So I was with it on everything. And she got to Juke like, girl, I don't even know what you thinking. Like, do you want it? And it was just like a wake up call for Juke. And when she went and apologized to her dad about it, she was saying like, you might have you was actually right about something, because like I might actually have a chance to be be the leader in the group. So y'all gotta prove that to me. Stop fighting and all of that. And that's just that. Okay. Now, Elder Bride, what's up? No, she wasn't one of the new edition mothers. No, she wasn't. But she kind of does give that attitude. I think you thinking about the mother that played Delonda, Naaman's mother, Delonda from The Wire. I think you getting them mixed up, but no, because they do have that same type of like energy, But that ain't it. Oh, look, you said the same thing, Big Wolf. Remind me of old boy mom. Yep, from The Wire. I didn't even see that. Yeah, she's definitely giving that same energy. All right, so where are we now? All right, guys, so we got Fame. Oh my goodness, y'all. What's up, Tamika? So we got Fame, who confesses to Kanan about Raq putting the blicky in his bag. Okay. Oh my gosh. And he over there shaking like he a freaking crackhead while he's confessing to Kanan. Like he's super scared of Kanan. Okay. Now, he also says, your mother is scary, And I'm just like, oh my gosh, Kanan. Like, you got to pick who you really scared of, who you want. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just got to pick it. Now, I've said this before, guys, that this whole storyline makes no sense to me. The whole, like, the change that, what is this dude's name? I can't stand Kanan. Like, I really don't like him on my screen, y'all. Like, he's getting on my nerves badly. Okay. So he turns into this freaking bully and there's no reason for it. You go to this boy's house, your mother, well, you run away or you leave your mother's place and you go to this kid's house and you take over his crib. Okay. Then you tell this dude who to not let in his own apartment. Okay. Then now in this scene, after he confesses to Kanan, he gonna kick him out. He said, you got 5 minutes. And I'm like, what are we doing? What the heck is going on? When did he become a freaking bully? And my thing too, all right, that's what y'all want. Y'all want to make him a bully, fine. But why is he bullying Famous though? My brother. Like, why? Why are you bullying Famous? And I don't know. The whole little scared thing is kind of annoying to me with famous, him shaking and this and that. Boy, get it out. You know what I'm saying? And he's like, man, I just you my brother, and it's been bothering me, and I just wanted to tell you. And of course, Kanan, he doesn't want to hear anything. He's like, you let my mother come in here, this and that. You watched her do, and you ain't saying nothing. You ain't saying nothing. You doing too much, baby. Listen, lay off the accent a little bit, because it's not even about the accent anymore. It's about the way you holding your mouth. You borderline Blanca. What the heck? Stop. Open your mouth. 50 did not get shot at this time in his life, okay? It happens a little later in life, so you don't want to talk like that. Gosh, you get on my freaking nerves. Ooh, I can't stand my mother. I hate my mother. Everything I do remind me of my mother. Yeah, I'ma stop. Boy need to open his mouth, man. I'm so tired. I don't know what to do about it no more. Stop. And I like the kid now, the kid that's playing him, but like this is just a little too much. Like, I respect the fact that you tried to study 50 Cent. I really do, but just relax. Relax a little bit. Oh. Where we at now? Let me see what y'all talking about real quick. Big Wolf status said Kanan acting like Remy and I ain't learning when he kick his roommate out. It's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Kanan's untouchable at this moment. He's in the family now. Yeah. We already know he untouchable because this is, we know his story, so kind of had a look on that one. OT said the actor playing famous is doing a great job. Yeah, he sure. Listen, he doing this thing. LSW, Kanan talks back to Raq and disrespects her. Sure does. AG says Kanan accent is so tight, like his jaw is wide shut. Right, that's what I'm saying. It's like, sometimes if you're studying somebody because you want to embody them, I think that's dope. I think it's smart to do, but you also got to think, like, at this time in 50 Cent's life, was he talking like this? No, he was not. He wasn't, because he didn't get shot at that time, and there was no reason for his jaw to be wired shut. So you really shouldn't be like talking with your mouth clenched, because there's no reason for it. So I mean, I don't know. I kind of hate to say it about him, because like, I respect all the actors and stuff, but like it's just getting on my nerves. It just really is getting on my nerves. Okay. So yeah, he got kicked the freak out. Listen, wanna shout out to Kendall, who said that she thinks that this is a blessing in disguise for him to get kicked out. Even though it's wrong, y'all. Of course, it's wrong. This dude got a lot of nerve, all right? But she was saying that it's a blessing in disguise, because when the feds come knocking, he gonna be safe, and that's cool. I think that's a nice little theory right there, because remember, the feds are parked outside of they outside of that block, or all blocks. They outside of that block because they've been following Raq around, and for whatever reason they just won't leave that post. Now, we haven't seen them in in a while, because we ain't seen Raq come over there in a while, but still, are they out there? I mean, I feel like if they see all this activity going on, they shouldn't leave the post. That's how I feel. Anyway, all right, so let's see. So now, guys, we got Ronnie, who takes Neek's money, all right? And he takes his money, he takes his jewelry. Pernessa comes in, and she's like, what are you doing? Ronnie, that's Neek stuff he gonna be looking for when he come back and everything. Girl, you just now said, you was just in a scene with Raq, and you said that Neek is dead. So why are you saying he coming back? He gonna be looking for it when he come back. Why those words come out your mouth? You still hopeful? Because I don't understand why you just said that. But neither here nor there, because this dude pushes her on the ground. I mean, on the floor. And I was just like, oh gosh, girl. you might have to put something in them. Okay. The fact that she has, a tool is actually kind of good because it gives me an idea that she could be the one to put him down. And I hope that happens because I'm tired of him. He got to go. All right. Now, the social worker shows up and she hears Kanan and Raq arguing because Kanan went to confront his mother about the whole thing with the blicky in the bag and blah, blah, blah. And she's telling him, I did what I had to do for you. I love you and all of this. And I don't regret it. And she can hear what's going on. I don't think she doesn't hear, what they're saying verbatim. She don't know what the heck they're talking about, but she knows that they're arguing or whatever. So she comes in and she's like, oh, I heard you guys out, it's loud talking outside or whatever. From outside, is everything okay? Whatever. So Raq is telling her, listen, everything's fine. We just talk loud, whatever. So now she wants to talk to Kanan by himself. And I'm like, Raq, Raq is looking like, oh, we're not going to do this together and all of this. And she's like, no, I like to talk to Kanan by him, alone. And then we can regroup later on. I just don't like this lady. People like that just kind of get on my nerves, But look, Raq was all worried about it. But at the end of the day, she really, as much as Kanan gets on my nerves, he's not a snitch. So she really didn't have nothing to worry about. Like as much as he's mad at her, he's not gonna snitch. Yes, when they left, when the lady left, he was like, I should have told her you put this in the thing. Like I'm not even gonna try to talk, y'all. But then when I talk like Kanan, I'm just gonna mumble. So tired of him. What's up, Jeremiah? I cannot. What happens to the strap? Let me see. At this moment, Raq. What? By she will fear. Okay, I can't read that because I don't really understand it. All right. So look, it went well though with the social worker, but she's coming back. Okay. Which is like, lady, just leave. You know what I'm saying? Leave. Because at this point, guys, I'm really trying to figure out where they're going to go with the story. What's going to happen with this whole social worker thing? You know what I mean? What's going to happen? What's going to be the end result? Because it's like, if the social worker is here, then something is probably going to go down. You know what I mean? Jeremiah said, why do people hate Kanan's accent? It's not really the accent, though. All right. You might have just got in and I said that it's kind of giving me a little borderline Blanca. So it's kind of like, open your mouth a little bit. Stop talking through your jaw. Okay. Through your teeth. Thank you, Renee, for the Cash App. I appreciate you so much. All right, y'all. So let's move on. I hate Momovo. All right. So now we have Detective Howard. And this is what I was talking about a little earlier. And I'm going to get to that right now. So he tells Captain Baptiste that he wants Ogden's position in narcotics. Ogden is clearly somebody that's, moving. He's retiring, about to move to Florida and all of that. So Baptiste tells him to be careful what he asks for because that position will pull him into all kinds of stuff. Okay. But I think it's a chess move for Howard. You know what I'm saying? You got Baptiste telling him that it's going to pull him into all kinds of stuff. And I think that's the plan. I'm pretty sure, as smart as Detective Howard is, he knows that. He knows that if I take the narcotics position, I'm really gonna know stuff. I'm really gonna know what's going on. You could see with Agent Tanner, he's trying to, get a little information from him. Agent Tanner ain't trying to give up nothing. You know what I'm saying? But as long as he gets into a position, like this is just perfect. Oh, a position in narcotics is opening up. Like this gonna be just what I need to keep my ear to the street, keep my hands in everything, and also be like putting out fires for my son at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? He gonna know everything. He gonna know what's going on for them before it even happens. And people are gonna wonder like what the heck is going on, why we can't get these folks. You know what I mean? So it is what it is, but like I said, I feel like this is a chess move for sure. And he may have told Raq that you're on your own from now on, but for him, he wants to continue to stay where he's at. so that he could always be there for his son the best way that he can. That's how I feel about that. Kelly says Howard is definitely needed, even though Raq tried to downplay it. Hey, Greta. Howard in a tough spot. Adina out there gathering details too. We shall see. We don't know. We don't know how that situation is going, if he actually put the fire out with that or not. So we'll see. Kind of feel like at this point they should just leave that story alone. Like, just let it die. It's too much going on already. All right. So now we got Ronnie, who goes to see Juliana and tells her that Neek is gone and he ain't coming back, right? So now we do business. So she invites him in and she tells him that if they work together, it'll just be you and me. My cousin is not involved. And, it makes me wonder, is this going to backfire on her? You know what I'm saying? Because I think a lot of us had that feeling that if she did work with him, it was going to be on her own. She was not going to work with him, and her cousin, because Joaquin just don't seem like he's interested. You know what I'm saying? And so we're going to see. I think it's going to backfire on her, and everything that he's doing, I think is going to backfire on him as well. So because listen, if he's getting his stuff from her and something happens to her, that means that he's going to be in trouble with Snaps and Pop, because remember, they got to get their money from him because they're invested, they're invested in him or whatever. Remember that thing that they was talking about when they met at the table, and they was like, we got to make sure that we get our stuff, So we haven't seen them in any type of action. But if something were to happen where the money come up missing, we really don't know what they will do. We don't know what kind of hitters or anything they got working for them. I mean, they gotta have, listen, if they're dealing in the money business, especially if they're like some type of investors for people that's in the game, they gotta have hitters. There ain't no way. Like, how you gonna make sure that your money stays secure and people ain't robbing you? You know what I'm saying? You gotta be still ready to put in that work if you have to. So I always had this feeling that he's gonna mess up with Snaps and Pop. I don't know if that's for sure gonna happen, because now I'm over here thinking about Pernessa. But listen, they probably ain't gonna make Pernessa do a daggone thing, okay? I mean, to be honest with you, Pernessa should have probably changed them freaking locks. But then again, Ronnie knows how to get into places, okay? We saw that when he went after Dean. Okay, so let's move the freak on. I really hope that, both of these folks are taken care of at the end of this season. And I'm being generous because I don't want to see them on my screen for too much longer. But I'm being generous by saying at least give me to the end of the season. Just don't make them go into the next season because I don't want to see them. I kind of feel like with all of the plays that we saw in the club, that might be some type of introduction to new characters possibly that's coming for season 3, maybe. So we could just move folks right on out the daggone way and bring some new people in. You know what I mean? We'll see how it goes. All right. So yeah, Ronnie. All right. Let me look at y'all. What y'all talking about? I thought Ronnie was gonna push up on her for a second. I was about to say about dang time. I would take that part myself. To take Juliana out, easy mark for Ronnie, and I'm here for it. Yes. Kevin Trailer said they gonna smash. I hope she do pop. What? Pop him. Oh, she do pop him, and Raq helps her with the body into the furnace. Him and his coat. Yeah, that coat gotta go. And my guy wore the coat at the party. Talking about going to a party. Are we getting up to that part yet? Okay, not yet. We're gonna get there because I cannot with the coat. My guy, listen, guys. If he dies, I'm definitely doing I'm the same thing that I did with the 48 laws of power. I'm doing that for him because I've already found a law for him already. Okay, And I'm sure there's plenty of them out there, but oh yeah, he's getting one for sure. Oh my gosh. All right. So now Kanan tells Raq that she isn't capable of loving somebody. Okay. This is after the social worker leaves. He tells her that she has a similar problem with Uncle Lou. You know what I mean? Because she basically, she trying to make excuses like, I love you, this and that and the third. And he like, you ain't capable of loving it. It's not just me. I know you did the same thing to Uncle Lou. So I I just I'm sorry guys. Like I'm trying to stay focused when it comes to like this whole situation, but every scene that he's in is just I can't. I'm trying to no. It just makes me laugh and I'm trying not to like mock him, but it's really hard for me. This is just it's hard. But she tells him that he doesn't know what he's talking about and when he gets older he'll understand. But Kanan says I'll never understand you. Which is a daggone lie because he gonna understand her some way, somehow, child. Some way, somehow. He is definitely gonna understand his mother. All the crazy stuff he did in Power Book 1. Oh, come on. He's beyond understanding. He went past her. Well, I don't know. Maybe I don't know if he went past her. Let's hope, fingers crossed he didn't go past. I mean, fingers crossed. I hope he did go past her, meaning like he's beyond crazy, because we know I feel like she almost ain't got a limit to what she would do. And I'm kind of hoping that she does have a limit because remember that time when we thought that she was going to delete Symphony and she did. And I was like, yay, Raq, you have a heart. Oh my gosh, girl, yes. So, she ain't as bad as him. Like he turned into a complete freaking monster, just like we saw Juke turn into a complete freaking monster. And it's really crazy how both of these kids they turned out worse than the people that was around. Well, their parents per se, because the people that was around them probably obviously helped them turn into all of the stuff that they became. All right. So, he's talking about Uncle Lou and Uncle Lou feels the same way and blah, blah, blah. So, clearly by him saying this to her, it made she had to feel some type of way. She was listening because it made her show up at the bar later on. And we're going to talk about that too. All right. Speaking of the bar, like I do like this scene right here. This was the scene when Marvin, after the whole situation with Jukebox, and she flipped out on him or whatever. He was feeling so down, and Lou comes over and he's like, what's wrong with you? What did you do now? This and that. And, he tells him what happened. And he's like, I'm just trying to get this father thing together and all of that. And then Lou was like, respect for that, and he tells him, don't ever stop. Like if there's anybody who understands that this family stuff is not, it's hard, then it's me. You know what I'm saying? And so I really like this scene. And so when I see them and they're getting along, we saw in season 1, they didn't get along like that, because obviously Raq, she had everybody against Marvin. The only person that would actually get close to Marvin was Kanan. You know what I'm saying? Juke didn't care too much about it. She put all this poison in, to me. She put all this poison into everybody's ear about Marvin, and nobody was really messing with him, and he was a lone wolf. So now you see these two, they are getting closer and everything. And Lou's eyes, now that he's out from under Raq's little puppeteering situation, puppet master. He sees a little differently as well. He's able to look at things with his grown man eyes. And the way he feels, he should have did things sooner, but now he's in this situation and it is what it is. We're going to talk about that in a minute also. I don't want to jump too much, but the brothers, my point is that the brothers are closer, and I just don't want anything to happen to them in their dynamic. But unfortunately, we do see in next week's episode that Marvin is yoking him up. Rightfully so, though. Rightfully so. But don't let this ruin the relationship, please. But something tells me that if, we do see Marvin handing Lulu the Thule, and like he's telling him like, you gotta take care of the business. Like, I'm sorry, and so I kind of feel like, oh boy, Lulu's gonna probably look at Marvin like, you just like freaking Raq, you telling me to do this and telling me that. But I hope that in that instance he would just man up and see that he's the one who screwed up. This time you screwed up. So what is he gonna do? He's gonna tell him no, because like he was saying, I should have said no, I should have said no. Is he gonna tell Marvin no? I don't know. Maybe. It's not the time to do it though, Lulu. It's really not the freaking time. But anyway, I like this scene. Like I said, it was pretty cool. It's just too much. Big Wolf said it's some foreshadowing here. I wonder what you mean. Tell me more. Please hit the like. Thank you, Greta. Yeah, Scrap's mom's definitely a talker. All right, so guys, look, I didn't even want to like capture the moment where Paul and Kanan was talking. I wanted to freaking capture the moment where you see Jason in the freaking background just standing. Like, all you need is some trees, y'all. All you need is some trees, child. And you got Jason, Black Jason, like, oh my gosh. I know people have been calling him Michael Myers, this and that, but like a lot of the stalker movements and the just standing still like this, it just gives me some Jason vibes as well, not just Michael Myers. Anyway, so Paul, he's pissed off that all the couriers have been taken by Kanan. They leaving Kanan. I'm sorry, they're not leaving Kanan. They leaving him, and they're working for Kanan because Kanan got more money for them. You know what I'm saying? He threatens to snitch, right? Paul, he threatens to snitch, but eventually they work it out. Now, unfortunately, like I said, we got Jason in the background stalking as usual. And for me, if he's listening to the conversation, if he can hear what the heck they're talking about, I think eventually he's gonna take out Paul. You know what I mean? He's definitely gonna take out Paul. Now, finding out while they're talking to each other, while Paul and Kanan are going at it, you hear him saying, I don't hear you're not complaining about the money and all of this stuff, and then all the dope you able to smoke. I said, oh no, this dude is a dope head too. Oh, he's definitely gonna run his mouth to somebody. Like, this is such a bad mix. Like I always say, guys, this freaking dude, Kanan, he has very good ideas, but because he doesn't have the mental capacity yet, he doesn't have that maturity that he needs or the experience, he never knows how to execute them properly. How do you have a dude? Why would you even let somebody that's a dope fiend know about this operation? Why would you even try to go into business with him? And you continue to go into business with him after you know he's a dope head. It's not a good mix. Oh my gosh, this little boy is like, he has very good ideas, but the internet. The ideas, it's raining out here, and we had a storm a few days ago too. Now, like I said, the ideas, guys, they're good, but they're always flawed because he doesn't think everything through. My gosh, I can't. Elder Bryce said Ronnie will handle it. He sure will. He sure will. Kelly Kell said he only smoking herb. No, he said dope, boo. He said dope, honey. So, child. So that's another thing right there. But he already got snitching on his mind anyway. He said dope, Mike Conley. Why y'all got me over here second guessing myself? He said dope. So anyway, but what was I gonna say? Okay, so yeah, I definitely think that he is going to get rid of this dude. He already has snitching on his mind. We already know that was not like that. That's nothing surprising. You know what I'm saying? And then didn't they used to call weed dope back in the day? Not that I freaking know of. Never that. As long as I remember, they've been calling. I back in the day they used to call it reefer. So that's what I remember. But anyway, guys, so let me move on from here. He invites him to a freaking party, and guys, I was like, party? Like, what you doing throwing a party? You just don't seem like the type, I'm just like, you don't seem like the type, boy. What you doing throwing a freaking party? No, 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 no. What party is this? You gonna wanna be there. Everybody gonna wanna be there. Who the heck wanna go to a party being invited by this dude? Anyway, so he goes to the party. We're gonna talk about that a little later, but I'm just like, man, I ain't gonna even bother with it. All right, so now we got Howard who tells hold on. Howard who tells Raq that Neek is dead. Okay, like he says, it doesn't take police to figure out that Neek ain't coming home. Right, he tells Raq that the tailor shop was so jacked up, right? All the blood, the violence, and a steel pipe with bone fragments and hair on it. Like, And guys, I'm just like, tag. So you already know the police, they're not doing anything about it. And, he asked Raq if she was scared because a lot of heavy hitters are getting deleted. You got, what's the dude's name? You got Dean, you got Unique now, And she said, I ain't scared. Your partner that got put down was scared. But me, I'm aware. But y'all notice how she said your partner that got put down? See, she thinks she's so slick, right? She just go and he kind of like gave like a little bit of an uncomfortable look. Like the acting is just brilliant on here. He had like a little. Did y'all see him shift a little when she said your partner that got put down? He ain't even feed into it though. But yeah. So I was like, girl, you so slick with that. You're so slick. So anyway, but she lets it be known like I'm aware, you know what I'm saying? And that's just that. But you see in this moment, like you kind of see her face that this is when she was saying, oh, so y'all ain't doing nothing about it, because it's like I kind of feel like it's personal a little bit, because she was that was her dude. Neek was her dude. And I'm not gonna say she's gonna shed any tears for it, but she just want to know what the heck folks is doing about it. Okay, I want to know what she gonna do about it, because she's suspecting Ronnie. So what you gonna do about it, Raq? You definitely listen. After she find out that Ronnie is over there messing with her kid, and he ain't really messing with him like that, he just got him working for him and everything, or working with him or whatever. But oh yeah, it's definitely gonna be a problem now. It's gonna be a wrap. So remember that Kanan is gonna get abducted, guys. And I've been saying that I think Raq is the one that's gonna abduct him. Either that or it's probably gonna be her and Stefano working together some way somehow to get him off the street or whatever. But that might be. I'm waiting for that to happen. Kanan still has to get abducted. He hasn't yet, and we just got to see who's gonna do it. The only person that I could really think of that's going to do it now for sure, and I've already been saying it, it's got to be Raq. It's got to be Raq. Okay, he's doing too much. All right. Raq needs to switch cars. Her truck is scorching hot. Shelly Andrews, thank you. Raq keep saving his tail. Unbelievable. Let me see. Oh my gosh. So guys, the fact that they're saying that there's fragments, bone fragments and everything on the steel pipe and blood all over and hair. Like, come on now. You don't have a body, but how come y'all didn't get forensics on the scene? Like, this is one of the scratch in my head moments that I have, and I don't like to talk about my scratch in my head moments prematurely before Sundays, but it's okay. I just don't understand why they're not doing anything about it. All right, like you can easily get forensics on the scene, see what the heck is going on, and then if Ronnie left the weapon, this just goes to show that Ronnie is a very stupid dude. He's very, very, very stupid. He didn't have any gloves on and he left the weapon there. He left the blood. He's just crazy. Like his mind is just so gone that he didn't even bother to clean up the scene. And then nobody's pressing him, nobody's questioning him, nobody's investigating. Like, it's just dumb, guys. At this point, it's just dumb. Nobody's sniffing around. You got the task force here going through this Crown Camacho case thing, but then you get these big hitters that's turning up dead, and nobody's investigating that. Nobody's investigating Dean. The streets ain't even trying to get at nobody for messing with Dean. And the cops are not investigating it. The cops are not working on the scene. So basically, nobody's doing their job, right? It just, guys, it's too much sometimes. You got a whole scene that you know is most likely a murder scene, but there's no body. There's blood all over the place. You could tell there was violence. There's bone fragments. There's hair. You can't take that hair and do a freaking DNA test to confirm that it's him, okay? And somebody said forensics wasn't around back in that time. I don't know. That might be Rose Garden. That might be true, but that might not be true because DNA was out back then as well. So I don't know, but you might be right. I don't know, you know. Okay, so let's say forensics wasn't out. DNA was out, fingerprinting was out. Like, why in the heck didn't y'all do fingerprints? You have an ex-con that just came out, Ronnie. Okay, yeah, he was cleared of the charges or whatever, but nothing's happening here. Nothing. You know, I really don't care how much they don't care about Dean and how much they don't care about Unique. All right. But at the same time, that shouldn't stop them from going after the bad guys or the other bad guys. That just shouldn't stop them from doing their job. Like, it don't make sense to me. All right. Big Wolf Status says forensics was out in 92. Okay, then right. So then why was forensics wasn't on the scene? You know? RC, what's up? He said this show, like other power shows, just aren't realistic or thorough to do all that. But I get it, Miss K. You know, look, it's not gonna be me, RC, if I don't point it out. You know what I mean? It's just not gonna be me. Like, it's just, it is what it is. Like, yeah, should I expect it? Maybe not. And I kind of don't. But for them, for Raising Kanan, I was kind of expecting A1 stuff because to me, that's what they've been given. But now this season, they've been doing a lot of scratching my head stuff for me. And I'm just like, what the heck is going on, guys? What's going on over there? Y'all got some new writers in the room? Y'all got to tighten it up, baby. Tighten it up. Because for nobody to care, like how you got the FBI set up in the precinct, the task force, and on top of that, you got the NYPD, and nobody's doing nothing. It's just stupid at this point. It's stupid, y'all. Where we at? Oh, let's get to the scene over here, y'all. So much freaking family drama up in this daggone in this episode. So Raq goes to the bar to apologize to Lou for not showing up to his opening night, right? And you know, he just wasn't here for it, you know? And he's like, you know, it's not about what you did, it's about who you are. And he blames her, you know. She telling him take accountability because, you know, he's like, if I would have said no, you know, D Wiz would have been here. Z's Scrap, all of this, right? And you know, she like, but you need to take accountability, you know. And he's like, but I was too young to make them decisions, you know, like you made decisions for me. You and my big sister, you made decisions for me when I was too young to make them for myself, and all of this, y'all. And I'm just like, dang. Now, my just me B? Yeah, just me B, right? You were saying when we were talking about Marvin and Juke that you could see both their sides. Now, with this scene right here, I saw both their sides. I totally got where she was coming from, and I totally got where he was coming from. You know, a lot of people, they want him to man up, blah, 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 which is true. But what she's saying as well is like, you know what I'm saying? Like, she didn't say I didn't put a gun to your head, but she might as well have. Like, we both grown now, you know what I'm saying? And you still made the decisions at the end of the day. You still made the decisions. Now, is he right for saying I was following you and you was, you know, you my big sister, basically you was leading me down the wrong path? He didn't say that, but he might as well have. You was making decisions for me that I couldn't make for myself and everything. Yeah. There was, I mean, this is a dysfunctional situation that they was in, right? And this happens for real. So he was looking up to her. She's like the mother figure and all that. We know both the parents was on drugs and they was out here just, you know, not really being, they wasn't being parents to them. So this is what he had and who he had to listen to. This is like his mother. So she telling him to do something and he's out there doing it. Just like when she told Kanan to put down Howard, you know, it's a bad thing you telling him to do. But at the end of the day, this is mom and she's telling me to do something. So I got to listen. And that's how he was probably looking at it. Now, on her side, I'm saying, yes, you got to take accountability. Because like she said, we grown now. And when he put down D-Wiz, he was a grown man. And he was against it when she told him the job. He was pissed off about it. He wasn't happy about it, but he still went and did it. You know? And you know, he was really on some soldier stuff. That's really what it, at the end of the day, that's what it really boils down to. He was being a soldier for real, like just taking orders, you know, and now he's pissed off at her because he didn't just like man up and say, there's a line that I'm going to draw somewhere. Man's got to have a code. You know, he ain't had no code. That's your fault at the end of the day. So there you got it. What's up, Inga? Let me see. Renee, thank you for the super sticker. Elder Bryce says, but the writers are giving you truth. They didn't care about a black person being murdered. They still don't till to this day unless it benefit. That's true. But you know, right now it's like the task force and the FBI, like they're all there. And these are some real, you know, these are big hitters in the game. And they're trying to connect all these dots and all of that. You know, I was trying to wait till we got to the last scene to talk about it a little more, which I will. And I know that let me see. I know that Kelly Kell says the FBI is there to investigate the mob thing. Right. But they're all connected to that. Remember? They're all connected to that. And while they're over here connecting these small dots, they're missing out on connecting the big dots, because at the end of the day, Unique is the reason why the whole mob came into their circle in the first place. You know what I'm saying? He's the one that met Marco in jail. Like, if y'all over here connecting dots, and I didn't want to talk about this prematurely, if y'all over here connecting these little dots, why didn't you connect the dots? Like, why couldn't you find out any kind of information about the fight that Unique had in the jail when he was coming to the aid of Marco? You know what I mean? Like, if you over here connecting these little small dots, and why you missed that information? I'm just saying, if you're gonna do that, then go all the way. Go all the way. And you got to remember too, the reason why they're there in the first place, in Queens in the first place, on the South Side setting up shop, is because there was like 2 or 3 dead mobsters in Raq's house. So when these other people are turning up dead, they gotta look at that. There should be no reason why they don't think this is connected to the mob, even though it's not. But they should be thinking that, because as far as they should be thinking, we got a mob war on our hands between these black folks on the South Side and these freaking mobsters. That's all I'm saying. You know, I kind of wanted to end the show on that note, but we're talking about it a little prematurely. You know what I'm saying? But it's just ridiculous. It's freaking ridiculous. Oh, Lord. King Donovan, what's up? Hey, Miss K, I feel you about the forensics, but you got to think they not focused on the street dealers, they focus on the money. But listen, and that's what, see, you must have put this here, as I was already saying, bringing my point. They're focused on the mob, but the reason the mob is there is because they was messing with the street dealers. So they got to connect everything. You can't just say, oh, we focus on the mob, and the only time we gonna really do anything real with the investigation is if another mob dude turns up dead. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's sometimes I feel like I could talk about this thing all night long. So I just want to move right on along, guys. So like I said, it's a lot of family drama in this episode, and unfortunately, for some reason, this little freaking visit from Raq must have been traumatizing to Lou, because he decides that he was over there working, and he decides that he want to start drinking and going on a binge. And I'm just like, bro, like, really? You was doing fine. I mean, yeah, listen, I guess her presence really brings up some very harsh realities for him. I can't even, like, when it comes to real life and trauma, I know how it is. So any little thing, like certain things, a song could trigger the trauma. Somebody like her who's connected to his trauma just showing up is definitely not gonna help him out. But he freaking goes and drinks. And I really hate the fact that people, this is how they deal with their pain, but this is how they deal with their pain. What he did with it is another issue. We gonna have to talk about that. Oh my gosh. So, guys, somebody notices Marvin from the nightclub at Lane's, right? The Lane's nightclub that he used to be getting it in with Tony Deep. Okay, so the guy remembers, like, you used to be with Tony. Remember, I used to come in. Like, first of all, my ninja, don't be telling my business like that. Talking about, remember, you used to be with Tony. I used to busting on you guys all the time. Like, you don't know if I'm on a job interview. Like, it would be a stupid. Listen, every job interview is not in the office. This freaking guy could have been trying to be the daggone the new Manny or whatever, man, like, man nanny. And they out in the park. And I need you to probably be the driver for my kids, and we're gonna watch my daughters while we talk and everything. And you over here saying all of this stuff, like, who does that? Oh my gosh, that was so annoying. And he couldn't take a hint, like, I don't know you. I said I don't know you, so get the F on. Gosh. Oh my gosh. So annoying. So, all I could say with this is, guys, like I said, the dude couldn't take a hint. Right, just me be. Could have been a new dog walker. For all you know. You just over here telling this man's business like this. And gonna say Tony Deep. You gonna say the whole name. And then you got what's the name over there? Talking about Tony Deep. That sounds like a porn star or whatever. Like, shut up, Gerard. Freaking Marvin, please just run, Marvin. Run. I understand that you want to be this great dad to your daughter, but don't get involved with Gerald. Like, please don't. Please don't let, I said, is it Gerald or Gerard? It's Gerald. Please do not do the story thing on your daughter. Please don't. He's over here talking about get the background and this and that. No. We don't need no freaking background. We don't need nothing. Go away. Oh my gosh, please go away. I'm so, guys, this episode, it made me very nervous for Marvin, and it made me nervous for I kind of feel like I already know what's gonna go on with Famous. But it really made me nervous for Marvin and Lulu, the brothers. I can't tell you, I can't describe the feelings that I had at the end of the episode, because I had to rewind it, because you hear the agent Tanner saying, dude, do you know anything about this guy, whatever? And I'm like, what guy? Like, they didn't show the guy, right? So I had to rewind it. And Still didn't show the guy because I'm thinking, did I miss anything, right? So then, I let it play out. And then at the end, who is it? It's freaking Marvin. I said, oh my gosh, no, please, no. Please, no. Because all right, I'm going to wait. All right. But just Marvin, please stay the heck away from Gerald, please. Like, it's rubbing me the wrong freaking way right now. All right, so let's get to this little party. Little party scene. What's going on here? What is going on? What is going on? Sorry, guys, my thing is going off. I'm getting some cash apps. Thank you, Maurice sent me a cash app. I think I know who that is. Is that Big Wolf Status? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say your name out loud. Big Wolf Status. Thank you, and Elder Bride. Thank you so much, you guys. The cash app is the way to go, y'all, because I gets it all. So I really appreciate it. I appreciate it to the max. So Kanan, Juke, and I actually wanted to get the picture of them taking that that paid in full pic with everybody up in the club, right? I wanted to get that, but I was like, I gotta go. I gotta get on this live. All right, so Kanan, Juke, and Aisha, they go to the party that Ronnie invited them to, and Ronnie's over there eating cake and all that. And Juke held no punches when she saw Ronnie. Okay, she was like, "Ain't your brother missing? And you over here throwing a dang party? Like, what the heck is going on?" So Neek, I'm sorry, not Neek. Ronnie was like, "Neek took some time off. He'll be back." So for me, I'm like, is that a little hint from the writers? Hint, because we also had Pernessa say he coming back. He gonna be looking for that when he come back. Like, are we dropping little hints here? I don't know. Look, Neek is dead as far as I'm concerned, but I'm always gonna be playing around with the whole idea. All right. Now, after a while, Juke, she wants to leave. All right. Now, before this, Kanan, he meets Snaps and Pop, and they like, we're hearing all these good things about you, and all of this is being said in front of Juke, so she knows like, okay, something's going on. Okay. Now, she also wants to know why Kanan is not messing with Fame anymore. And because she was like, "Where's Fame?" And he was just like, "I don't mess with him no more." She's like, "What? Like, what the heck happened?" So he's like, "We had a party, I want to talk about it," and everything, right? So Kanan is dancing with Aisha, aka MC Light, y'all. How many of y'all see that she look a little bit like MC Light, huh? Anyway, but so they dancing, and she's just not happy. She's not here for it, but she should have opened her mouth in the other episode and said something like, "No, that's me. I want to, I'm trying to get with that." So now you salty and you want to talk about, we got to leave because we got rehearsal in the morning and everything. But what I do like is that Juke was not trying to just leave without Kanan. She was like, "Ain't nothing here for Kanan," when they was trying to leave, because he was gonna leave too. And then you got Ronnie coming up talking about some I want you to meet some people and all of that. And so she was like, "Nah, he ain't got nothing to say to none of them thugsters or whatever." And she knew what was up, y'all. I've always been saying that Juke like from the first season, she's always been in the know, and she was able to go around that whole club in the four corners of that freaking club and say, "You got this one over here, that one over there, that one, they all in the game, thugsters." So my cousin don't need to be talking to none of them. So of course, once again, we know that Ronnie does not have respect for any type of chick, and he just like didn't even bother to respond to her. He just kind of looked at her with his psycho eyes and then just directed his menacing glare back over to Kanan. "Do you want to meet people or not?" Right. So they wind up leaving, and he goes and sits down with Pop and Snaps. And they're just like, basically, listen, I feel like this whole situation is very ironic because they moved in on his operation, because he's like, "I'm doing my own thing or whatever, and y'all could do what you need to do." And they like, "You already got something up and running." So they basically trying to capitalize off of his stuff that he got running. And I just kind of feel like it's funny that, you know, he just kicked this dude out of his own apartment, you bullying Famous, and you just got bullied and you don't even realize it, only because you want to make more money, right? And he don't realize, look, when he was working without anybody, he ain't have nobody banging on his door like a freaking maniac, just banging and banging and banging, and that damn OCD banging and banging and banging and banging until he freaking gets up. Like, so he finally got up. He could get up whenever he wanted to before, but now you got OCD Ronnie coming knocking on your door. And when he want to get to the streets, he want to get to the streets, and now he coming to you like he's your boss, and he's telling you it's time to work. So you a fool at the end of the day, little boy. Maybe making more money, but listen, it all goes back to what Famous said. I don't think this is a good idea for us to be doing this because all the police around now. And then you got Ronnie who act like he ain't even thinking about none of that stuff. Police who? Huh? Screw them. Who? Police where? Ronnie is a trip. Oh my gosh, he's like one of the worst freaking characters ever. Oh, I'm not sure who I hate more, him or freaking Claudia from Force. Like, seriously. Oh my gosh, it's just two different levels of hate probably at this point. So it is what it is, y'all. He got roped into this situation. I mean, he don't know, but he did get roped in. That's what I think. I don't think it's gonna turn out well for a lot of folks. But we also see that Lulu is hallucinating and he sees Scrap again, guys. All right. He sees Scrap again. And that's all she wrote, y'all. That's all the freak she wrote. That's all you need, you know. RC RC said, what about Marlo? Oh my gosh. I actually didn't hate Marlo with a passion like that, the way I'm hating these folks. Oh my gosh. I didn't hate him. I hated him, but the way I'm hating these guys over here, oh my gosh, it's a different level. It's really a different level. So now the cops, they keep on messing with Raq's like, you know, they keep messing with her shop, okay? So she's had enough and she tells Marvin that she is back in the game, or she's getting back into the game or whatever. You know what I mean? And I'm just like, this freaking lady here. I mean, let me just
when I thought I was out, they pulled me back in.
All right. So I had to play that because I always say that every time somebody say they're going to leave the game, this is what happens. Something pulls them back in. But at the end of the day, nobody pulled her back in. There was no real reason for her to go back in. Normally you have some type of event that takes place that makes somebody have to go back in. You know what I mean? Oh, I have to make money. Like Tariq, there's always a stupid reason why he got to go back in. I need money to get my sister out. I need to get my sister back. I need to help my mom. I need to do this. I need to do that. You know what I'm saying? I need to get Tate off my back. I need to, you know, always a reason. But for her, there was really no reason like that, like nothing dire that she needed to. But she just realized, I guess, after talking to Lou, that she's fighting who the heck she is. She's fighting who she really is. Like, I really like the fact that she said, you know, some people are doctors and some people are meant to be lawyers, but I'm here to move weight. That's what I do. That's who I am. Okay. And so she just had to accept who the heck she is, just like she had to tell in that conversation between her and Lou, like, you just got to accept who you are at the end of the day. Not about, you know, the choices. Yeah, they made us who we are and la, la, la. You got to accept it. So she having that conversation and also continuously getting messed with by these cops who are trying to just like get that money from her, and she's not budging. It's just like I might as well go back, and plus I'm good at it. I mean, I might as well. I'm good at what I do, probably better than most folks. And she's like, at what point is it if nobody's believing me? But she really did try, y'all. Like I kind of already noticed that it was always, I guess I was let me get it out. Let me get it out. Okay, here's my mind, my thoughts. I gotta say it. All right. At first, when she said she was out, I thought it was a game that she was playing. She was up to something. But as certain episodes was going by, I was like, I think Raq is serious. So since I think she's serious, there has to be something that's going to happen that's going to make her get back in the game. So there was never a time where I thought she was totally done for real, for real. Never. Like, meaning, of course, either she's up to something and she's playing around, or she's real, right? She's serious, and then something's gonna happen that's gonna make her go back anyway. She's gonna go back anyway. It always happens. It's just how it is. It's what it is. Okay. And Marvin is like, whatever, like he's here. Okay, sure. Like, I mean, it was kind of quick, like, cause she she like, nobody believed me, and what's the point of trying to be right when everybody believe I'm wrong? You know what I mean? So might as well. Oh, that's a good one. Big Wolf Stats say, how did Stefano know Marvin was dressed as a mailman? Oh Lord. LSW said, I didn't like how Stefano was talking to Raq. You either in or you out, but yet he got caught. So we're about to talk about that right now. So they go to see Stefano, and he tells she tells him that she wants to take over what Unique started, and he's like, really? Like, first when he sees her, he's like, oh, it's my favorite retiree, and then there was the mailman and all of this. So now they go to the back and they talk, and Marvin is just there. He's kind of just in the back and he's listening. He let his sister do everything. And Inga says he knew the plan. I think, I'm gonna go with that. He knew the plan. So she's talking and she's saying she wants to take over, where she wants to take over where Neek left off, right? Or take up where he left off, whatever the heck. And she says, so he's looking at like, wait, what? Like, first of all, you said you was out. No, first he says they didn't even find a body. Like, you moving kind of quick. He seemed like he was a little bit offended, and kind of taken aback by her proposition and all. And so I was just like, I wasn't really expecting him to have that kind of reaction, but I loved the way Marvin stepped up. And like, do y'all ever peep Marvin? You'll start to see it on his face when he's getting ready, like that. It's that big brother thing, right? Because like, he's quiet, he'll stay quiet and let folks go back and forth or whatever. Like, there was one scene, and was it last season or the first season? It was Raq. No, it was Unique and Lou going back and forth, and Marvin was just standing there. He was letting them go back and forth, and Marvin was telling him like, how you you look like you going soft because you basically missed a non-moving target, basically talking, kind of like getting at him and making fun of him for missing Warrell that time. And he said, I could smell it all on you, right? That's what Neek told him. And I'm watching the whole scene, and I'm looking at Marvin's body language and how he's just looking at the whole interaction, and he just came, nah, that's your breath, nigga. So it's kind of like the same thing that happened in this scene. His body language shifted. Like, he had his back kind of turned while they was talking, and then when he heard the conversation, like where it was going and where Stefano was like, where he was taking it, he turned around like, yo, oh, it seemed like he was like, because Stefano was like, oh, I need some consistency and this and that. I want to, be able to rely on you or count on you, whatever. And he said, oh, it seemed like you could count on my sister when you want her to put some of your boys down, right? And so that seems like, oh, the postman delivers again. Now, I don't really like those I have to put this up here. The postman delivers again because I liked it. But I don't know how I feel about that, guys. I really don't know how I feel about that whole saying the postman delivers again, because now when we go back to the scene with Agent Tanner asking Detective Howard about Marvin and stuff and his connection to Marco, I'm just so scared about it. And I just kind of feel like if Stefano will feel like they're kind of closing in on anything that happens between, that's mob related, that they're going to want to get rid of him. They're going to want to get rid of Marvin. So I'm just like really, really sometimes like I'm not at a loss for words, but I am a little bit because I'm so nervous right now. I don't know what I'm gonna do if they kill Marvin, guys. I'm trying to prepare myself. I'm trying to prepare y'all. Like I'm seriously contemplating if I'm gonna continue to watch this show. I'm for real. I'm for real, guys. I just feel weird about this. I don't know. I hope I'm doing too much. You know what I mean? Like I hope I'm thinking too much into, putting too much into it, and I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, Marvin definitely better fall back. What's up, Gemini? He better fall back from him. I was saying that too because I can't deal with it. Oh, Stefano using rocking them as Fall Guys. Let's see. You notice Rock didn't say a word in the store. She should have told her brother to do the same. Yup, the place is bugged. Marvin now admitted to being the mailman. Gerald got Marv roped up. Rico. I'm feeling something's going on here. Like I just don't feel right. Like this whole mob element with Stefano and then him knowing, like Big Wolf said, how did he know he was the mailman? I would just go with Inga, where he said he just probably knew the plan, which is totally fine, whatever. You don't want to dive too deep into that. But let's say let's say it's very simple. He just knew the plan, right? It's still something going on with this whole thing that just makes me feel really, really uneasy. Oh my gosh, I'm so scared. Marvin, they better not get rid of my character. I know. Somebody said something about sacrifice. Elder Brian said, do you think Raq will sacrifice Marvin? I hope not. And remember, we keep saying that there's going to be somebody that's going to go in the furnace. And I remember someone said that they think that they're setting Marvin up for like this terrible kill and that they're going to put him in the furnace. Oh, I would freaking lose it. Do y'all hear me? I would lose it. Because first of all, I didn't like the way they took out Unique. I thought that right there just like, ooh, that just bothered me so bad, the way the brother disposed of him like he was trash. And if they put Marvin in a furnace, like, come on now. Come on. Don't do my guy like that. If you're going to, I don't even want them to kill him off, but if they did, don't do it like that. Please, 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 please. I don't want to hear my dude screaming. Don't do it like that. Oh my gosh. Gemini, this is who I want to go in the furnace. This is what I said. Remember, we were talking about it on Christmas Eve. I was saying that with Pretty Girl, I was saying that I hope that it's freaking Ronnie in that coat go in the furnace in them glasses. Put it all in there, baby. Put it all in there. I think a possibility Ronnie can go in the furnace. How Stefano can return the favor for Raq for taking out Sal. Think about it. Yeah. So last week I said it would be a favor being returned, but I didn't. I had a different spin on it. I said that he was gonna want her to move the weight for him. And she was saying, well, if you want me to do that, you got to take care of Ronnie first or whatever. You know what I mean? But whatever. I see. Clearly that ain't it. But regardless, a favor is what I was going for. And I think that I really hope that's what happens. Just don't freaking put my guy in no daggone furnace. Like, how could you have a show without him? Without Marvin? I just don't see it. I'm sorry. I don't see it, y'all. I don't see it. Come on, look who's here. Look who's up there. Look who's up there. This the promo poster or whatever for Raising Kanan season 3. He's one of the main people. Don't do us like that. That would be so dumb. Mike said we should take bets on who's going in the furnace. Stop playing. So the officer is the witness. Oh, y'all, what y'all saying? I'm ready. I already lose. You ready? You say you trying to recover from Neek? Marvin ain't going in the furnace. It's gonna be Ronnie. You putting your money on it. I like last season Marvin. Wait, last season when Marvin peeped Tremont games rock. Yeah, we need Marvin. And I love all those scenes where when he plays the big brother. Like, he know how to play his position, like in the business. But when it comes to being that big brother, I love how it comes out. Like, you can't stop him. And he said that. He told that, remember when Lulu got burnt up? Well, almost got burnt up in the fire. He laid it out for her. He said, ain't nobody stopping me from like that role right there. You're not stopping me from that. Like, I was always, basically being a loyal soldier, or, do whatever you tell me to do and all that. But at the end of the day, like, no, when it comes to being the big brother, that's something that you can't ever stop me from. Like, you can't tell me to turn that off. That's not going nowhere. So, and I love the fact that he said it and they keep that consistency with him. So please don't play with me. Please. The Devil a Lie show is Lulu cried for music. Now Juke got a group, and where is Lulu helping the bands? Still running around city making. Oh, right. Elder Bride said he was shot, still running around the city making sure business was straight. That's right. Okay, so can you please explain this to me, guys? You guys have to, like, you got to come back. You know what I'm saying? This comment is too, like, it's not specific enough. I need to know what was the foreshadow. That was the foreshadow for Lou's death. What? I need to know. I really want to know. Okay, I want to know. I got to know, nigga. Remember that? Mike, I know you know where I got that from. Tell me. Put it in the chat. I got to know, nigga. All right, where are we at now? We're pretty much done, guys. All right. Now Agent Tana is saying that he's connecting the dots, with the Marco Baselli thing. He's saying that, oh, a first grader could put this together. And this is the reason why I was saying earlier, if you guys can put all of that together, then why are you not connecting the bigger dots? You know what I'm saying? So I'm just I'm very annoyed with it. But now let's go to Lulu, who gets drunk and he goes see Scrap's mother to confess. He says, it's my fault that Scrap is gone. It's on me. And I'm just like, bro, why? Tell me why. Tell me why. I was so upset with him. There you go, Mike. You know it. I'm so upset with him. Listen, guys, this is what he tells Famous. He says, say that it shall loud, it gets lighter. So, of course, in that scene that he had with Famous, he wasn't doing anything but setting it up. I mean, he didn't even know that this is what he was going to do, because if his sister didn't come visit him, he wouldn't have did this. But he already knows that whatever he's going through, he knows that getting it out is what's going to bring about some healing, because he's suffering, y'all. He's freaking suffering at this point. He really is. But I just that whole scene and that whole conversation that he had with him, with Fame, it was just like, you can't keep the poison inside. And when that's how you know that it's real hurt there, because you starting to feel it in the music or whatever he was saying, but you just kind of knew that he was talking about himself. And this is the way you do it. You got to get it out, say it out loud. So his whole thing is he wants to unburden himself. I totally understand that, but my guy, you are in a certain type of life, or you were in a certain type of life, where you cannot be unburdening yourself. You cannot. You can't. If anything, you probably should have talked to your brother about it. But, actually, I can't even say that, because he did try and nobody wants to hear. He really tried to talk to other people about it. Remember, he tried to talk to Marvin. Marvin ain't trying to hear it. Marvin, he don't want to be in the middle of it. He just kind of just saying what he say. He needs really no help, because he don't really want to be in the middle between Raq and I'm gonna say Kanan, Raq and Lulu. He don't want to be in the middle. Right? So he's just like listening to his brother talk. And the only person that could actually listen to him and hear where he's coming from was Kanan. So yeah, he wanted to unburden himself. But he goes and he gets freaking drunk and he decides that he wants to go tell this boy's mother that he watched her son get deleted. It's on me. I'm the reason Scrap not here no more. Like, don't do that. Oh my gosh. And then now they say he gotta go. No. Now, guys, I have always loved Lulu. I have to tell you this. I've always loved him. And I'm very, very scared for him. But Lulu, him being off the show is not enough for me to stop watching. It's not enough. Okay. But messing with my guy, Marvin, I would have to really think about it. And I'm so serious. I was talking to my brother today, we'll text, and he was like, if he go, he's done. Like, he's not watching it anymore. And I was saying it to him, like, what would be really the reason? Like, I just feel like the show would feel like there's something missing if they took him out. So I just can't. No. Tanner on the furnace. Oh, Just Me V said it might be enough. Oh, I know. Because honestly, when I first started watching it, I loved the brothers. Oh my gosh, I loved them. But I was more gravitated toward him because I'm always the underdog person. Like, I always root for the underdog. That's always my person. When I watched Game of Thrones, it was Jon Snow. Like, I'm always rooting for the underdog. And he just stole my heart. And Lulu, I loved Lulu. I still love Lulu. But, and I'm not saying, please don't mistake it, I'm not saying that I would just pass it by if something happens to him. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that it won't stop me from watching because Marvin is still on. And I got to see what happens with my boy Marvin. But I feel like it would be a disappointment. But I also feel like they're building up this kind of story to kind of get rid of him a little bit. Like, once snitching is involved, you know what happens. They don't do well on this show. They don't do well. Now LSW says, where was that? LSW, she said if Raq is back in the game, she will need people. So here's the thing. Now, with you saying that, if she needs people, then somebody else was saying, do you think that she would sacrifice Marvin? Now, if she needs people, does this mean that she will try to manipulate the situation so that her brother, nothing happens to him, he's not taken out, but now he got to come back and work for her? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Are they going to try to spin it? Because you saw Raq, she didn't try to give up Marvin. When Sal tried to get her to give him up, she said no. She was not budging. And I really, really hope that they keep that. Like, just please keep it like that, guys. Please don't change that. Please don't change it. Don't change it. It's already jacked up with all the kinslaying and all of that. Don't let it happen in the Thomas family. Please. That's all I gotta say with that, y'all. So we about to get up out of here. I hope that I didn't miss anything. But we gonna see who y'all think that they telling to put down in next week's episode. Scrap's mom. My thing is, if she went down to the police station and she was saying whatever she was saying, why would they put her down? That would be so freaking stupid. Unless they feel like, hey, folks are missing and they ain't care. They ain't not doing their job. Unique out here missing and nobody was checking for him. So let her just go missing real quick and see what happens. I don't know, guys. I'm just trying to figure things out over here. Oh, Elsa said someone has to be the sacrificial lamb. Who would you pick? Oh my gosh. I don't know. I can't even think of that. Like, there is no one that I would pick. You know what I'm saying? No one. The only person that I would say that I would be willing to give up is Fame. Even though I feel like, I would probably cry. I don't know. I'm not attached to Famous, but I just don't want to see him. I don't know. Streets need a body. Street life. Nobody wants ya. I like that song, shoot, especially with her on it. Fame is too small of a fish. I know, but hey, go on and fry it up. I don't care. Fry that fish up, baby, and have a good time, because I don't want y'all touching nobody else. Don't touch no one else. I mean, Ronnie could go. He can go. He's made a lot of stupid mistakes. I feel like they could actually... Never mind. I was going to say something. Never mind. That's not the truth, child. They can't. They could blame a few things on Ronnie, right? They could. But they can't blame anything prior to when he was in jail and when he was locked up. They can't do that. Okay? But they definitely could. Listen, the devil is a lie. Ronnie is Breeze. The devil is a lie. Okay? He's a lie. Ciao. A total lie. Not at all. I can't stand it. That would be a hot freaking mess. Kick rocks, like Tamika said. I'm still pissed at how the hell Kanan gonna kick Famous out his own apartment. That's what I said too. It's ridiculous. People are going to be nervous this once her Famous is up out here in good. What? Steven, I don't really understand what you're saying. Are you saying people are going to be nervous once Famous is out of here? They're going to be shocked? Is that what you're saying? Yeah. All right, y'all. Let me make sure that I got all of the stuff. Everybody. I love you guys. And I really appreciate everybody up in the chat. Please hit the like button. There was like a little over 100 people in here tonight. Please hit the like button. Share the video, guys. Please share the video. I'm gonna have to go make a new thumbnail for this and everything. Just me B. Good night, honey. Thank you so much for being here. LSW Elder Bride. Thank you for coming. You look new to me, and I'm so happy that you're here. All right, and all of the comments. Devil is a lie. Thank you for being here. Big Wolf Status, Stephen Harris, Tamika White, I King Donovan Duval. Did I say LSW, Mike Conley, Greta, RC, all my people. Thank you so much, HEA. You guys have a wonderful night, and trying to be here with my team on Sunday at 8:05. Make sure you be here, my loves. Take care and be blessed. Bye-bye. Don't kill my baby Marvin.